In many places on the internet, such as social media and especially YouTube, you can expect to find entire hubs of consumers of certain interests, fandoms, and niches. And of course, people that will provide that content or comment on it at great length. A term that is often used to describe this phenomenon is community. One of these communities that has recently gained a fair bit of notoriety is a conglomerate of big-brained, fart-huffing, egotistical shills known as the skeptic community. This little corner of the internet is full of special, gifted individuals. Now, I'm aware that when I use such a loose general term, I'm probably unintentionally grouping in other YouTubers that I don't necessarily mean to. It really comes down to perception. When some people hear skeptic community, they think of independent journalists, commentators, and political activists. But when you ask some people about their opinion on the people in the skeptic community, instantly thoughts are conjured up of egocentric shills, hypocritical liars, and dick-riding, talentless hacks that, despite constantly working at it for years, have hideously, lazily, awfully edited videos. Fucking atrocious. Fucking awful.
It's like all that shit, I'm sure.
But I digress. Plenty of videos are already out there about this contentious group of people, including the subject of this video. And it's very likely that plenty more will be made in the future because Lord knows when it comes to burying your head firmly betwixt your ass cheeks and dropping a hot load on yourself, these people keep coming back for more. So I don't really feel like there's a need to make a large 5-part series about it, or even our topic of conversation today, one Matt Emotional Headspace Jarbo. Now, anyone that's kept up with our little YouTube philosopher probably knows what Matt did and why so many people are roasting him like a Christmas turkey. But for context, let's get everybody up to speed with a few clips and some light commentary.
Matt, you're here.
Yeah, apparently people have been saying some shit about me tonight that is really not fucking true.
Well, let me repeat it verbatim so you can hear what I've said. I suspect that you flagged Ralph. I find it to be too much of a coincidence that it seems like any time a video goes up that's shitting on you or making fun of you or pointing out something that you've already done, that it really very quickly, sometimes within an hour or less, gets pulled down. Now, Ralph has a stream. We play some audio and some clips from you, and within 30 seconds, it goes down. Now, you could say, well, it's an algorithm. There's something in the video triggered it.
I don't believe it's an algorithm.
Yeah, because you had that video up on your channel for 6 years that nothing ever happened to it.
Exactly. That's the whole thing is like, I don't think it was an algorithm, but there are people out there that like were doing this shit. Like, there are tons of videos people have made about me over the years, right? I can't control what anyone says or anyone thinks, right? I have no push over that whatsoever. If I flag a video, I admit that I flag it.
I
got it. I got it as I was out.
You didn't respond though. You didn't respond. I said, look, Matt, we're going to talk about this tonight.
No, I knew you were going to talk
we
about
have to talk about it. Jim's been gone for, 2 weeks, over 2 weeks. He comes back with that. Of course, we're gonna have to talk about it. It's hilarious.
I know you were gonna talk about it. I was just sitting there going,
but you didn't respond. But you didn't respond at all.
Because I wasn't home when I got it. I was on my way to go like pick rocks, literally. So it's like I'm fucking serious. It's just I've been busy all night. There was a time period where people were making videos like Godwinson and Dame Pesos, and those videos did come down. I did not have anything to fucking do with that shit. Somebody's going out there and flagging this crap, and I swear to God, I have no idea. I've publicly said on multiple streams, stop doing it. I've tweeted, stop doing it. And people keep doing it. And then I keep getting blamed. And there's literally no way for me to prove I didn't do it.
So here's what we gathered so far. The Ralph Retort had planned a stream where they would discuss an embarrassing, funny old video of Matt's. And they've invited him to come on and talk about it, but apparently Matt wasn't available. The stream goes forward as planned and is struck down almost instantly after the video was played. And after Ralph starts a stream on another channel, all of a sudden, Matt's available to speak. Right out of the gate, Matt is proclaiming his innocence. He didn't do nothing. He's a good dad. Somebody else must be doing this. And if there was only a way to show people he didn't flag people, like a page that logs the videos you may have reported in chronological order. The history of it, if you will. Too bad that doesn't exist.
I think somebody out there knows that there are people out there that don't like me. And so when shit comes up, they fucking act. And then it looks like I did it. And there's no way for me to claim that I didn't do it.
of make-believe.
So now we have a master mischief maker making poor little Jarbo's life a living hell, flagging videos critical of Matt and painting him as the culprit. My, that is a shame. Who would unleash such a Machiavellian scheme on poor little Matt? After all, he wasn't worried about the kill stream or trying to shut it down. He was too busy hunting boulders.
I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. I went down and picked up boulders today for my front yard. We found a dude in the middle of fucking nowhere who's giving away boulders and went down and got them. So I was out of cell service for a while. Then I had to drive home, unload everything, get dinner.
But you're just magically here when all this shit breaks out. Like
it was like fucking, this was, dude, you messaged me about what, 5.5 hours ago?
I mean, I could look.
It was around that time. It was about 5.5 hours ago. I was out at 5.5 hours ago, and then I came home and I was doing my shit. I'm gonna log online, and then I'm like just gonna let things go, let you guys have your fun because that's fine with me.
Now it's time to lay it out clear for everyone. Matt makes it crystal clear in no uncertain terms he has not flagged Dami Pesos or any of these other detractors.
So I want to just throw out some names. You tell me if you flagged them or not. Dami Pesos.
Nope.
And not just on YouTube, but he put a YouTube video out that went down. When he tweeted about it and called you a faggot, that instantly went down. You didn't do it on Twitter either.
I don't give a fuck about that shit. I barely.
Okay, Godwinson.
Nope.
Kronos.
No.
Okay, so you've never flagged any of those people.
No.
Well, that's all I needed to hear. Show's over. Let's all go home.
Yeah, before we delve into that, I had something to say to Mundane Matt. One, earlier you asked why would you come on, and the reason is you've been deflecting and spinning everything so far. And two,
I've been telling the truth the entire time. So
I don't think it's the truth. But the second thing is there is a way you can show your reporting history on YouTube. I'll link it in the chat. So if you didn't do it, they should have nothing in it, correct?
Oh, the plot thickens.
Uh-huh.
No, hold on. I'm reading the article you sent.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. At least I think I know what he's talking about. There are ways you can show that. Got really quiet.
I'm super quiet.
I'm reading.
It's literally like 7 sentences, buddy.
Oh my.
Hey, okay, listen. I did not do what I'm being accused of doing here.
But you did something else here, and wait, but you did something else you don't want to get caught.
Okay, hold on. Let me preface this by saying, because this is gonna bite me in the ass for a long fucking time.
Matt, just show the screen.
You
reported other people.
No, we want a screen share.
I will send you an image.
No, we want a screen share.
No, because this is. I'll send you an image because look.
No, just okay.
No, wait, I want to hear this.
All right, okay.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay, let me preface this by saying.
Go ahead.
That I can get angry and whatever, but in my absolute defense here, which is really not gonna be much of a defense, nothing was taken down.
Matt, look, I get angry too, but anyway, go ahead. Okay,
well, it's a lot of
Here we go. Screen shares live. Let's see it.
All right, hold on. My pants are off.
Oh, Jesus Christ! All right,
Matt,
fine.
what are you doing? How's it taking so long?
Look at all those tabs.
I have a lot of tabs open, but I have.
Thanks for reporting.
But nothing on.
Now wait a minute.
Nothing on that. That's just.
What the fuck?
So. I have been in a not the best place mentally. And...
Now wait a minute, Matt! No!
So, to sum it up quickly, Matt, for over a year, maybe even longer, was flagging videos that were either critical of him or outwardly mocking him, and lied about it consistently. When given a way to prove his innocence by showing his report history to everyone, it took him around 20 minutes to show it to everyone in the stream. Meaning that there might even be more videos he reported that he hastily hid or removed. But from what we have seen, he not only flagged multiple channels that hurt his oh so very precious feelings, He flagged streaming channels, knowing full well that if you file a single strike against a channel, YouTube takes the streaming privileges away from that channel for 90 days. Meaning Mundane Matt, that fat fuck money whore that literally plasters all his shill links on the screen of all his videos so lonely new males can send their allowances to his PayPal account, knew full well that he was affecting people's sources of income.
You know, going on the Kumite for $1,500. Like, I don't give a shit about that. Like, it's more fun to watch people get mad about that than it is actually go on there. Okay, you guys see it?
I see a lot of Dane Pesos videos.
A lot of Dane Pesos. It's the last
Andy
6 months.
Worski. I see a Worski.
It's the
video.
shit about me when
you flagged the Kumite too.
A couple times.
Fuck?
Yeah, it was like I said, a lot of shit's gotten under my skin, and I've acted very inappropriately, and it's all within the last few months. And yeah, and I owe people an apology. I'm sorry, I'm a soy-filled bitch and flag your videos.
But this isn't what I found interesting. This isn't what made me actually want to get off my fat ass and make a video. It's what he decided to do afterwards. Now, most people, when they're caught in a lie, they realize there's no way out, and they begin to apologize. And Matt's apology, well, let's let it speak for itself.
Yeah, I've been in a bad place for a while. Remember, it's been a long time. It's been a very, very, very long time. Last summer I was contemplating suicide quite often. It hasn't gotten much better. I've tried. I've allowed myself to get angry. I've allowed myself to do things that I should never do. And being legitimate, heart to heart, swear to God, I realize I've made errors, and I'm gonna go because clearly I have a lot to work on. I have made mistakes. I owe people apologies. I will talk to.
Are you about to leave the stream? Is that what you're saying? Or
yeah, I'm gonna go.
You got exposed. Now you're running away.
No, what more do you want me to say? It's like I fucked up. I have fucked up. I've made mistakes.
The second page. That's what I want to see, because there was a scroll bar there, and there was much more that you flagged.
I've made mistakes. I'm going to make my apologies. It was okay. So when the blood sports first started, they were coming at me like hardcore a lot. And I was trying to defend my friends, trying to defend Kilroy, trying to defend a bunch of stuff, and I got so frustrated and so fucking angry over it, and I allowed myself to do shit that is not me, and I allowed myself to get angry at people. There were people out there that legitimately that I did not even report at all, period. The Kumite got under my skin.
I don't mean to interrupt, but when you say I wasn't me, do you mean like you were you, but you don't want to be that piece of shit anymore?
What I mean is I allowed myself to get angry, and I have suppressed a lot of rage over the last couple of years. Like I said, when I first started doing this shit, I was trying to let my rage out. I didn't properly focus it in the right direction. I start therapy next week. I've clearly made errors. I've clearly made a mistake, many mistakes that I do owe people an apology for. I am, honest to God, trying to better myself.
So why not drop that apology right now? You seem ready.
No, I apologize to Dame Pesos. I apologize to Tonkasaw, the failure, to Andy.
I was in a bad headspace. They were coming at me hardcore parkour. I allowed myself to get angry. I need help. Yes, you fucking do, Matt. You need an ace detective and an expert cartographer to help you find your fucking balls. You are a grown-ass man. You have a child. You are spending your time cry-bullying people off of YouTube and lying about it because you know it is pathetic. Ooh, I'm contemplating suicide. Bullshit. You spent 30 minutes trying to get the pity parade to come marching out for you, and you spent about 3 seconds apologizing for your actions. And that's what it comes down to. That's why I felt the need to make this video, because let's face facts, that was a mundane apology. Jesus fucking Christ. Even the words that come out of your mouth feel like they're just loaded with soy and shallow, vapid bullshit. Just like your entire genetic composition, Matt. After seeing this stream, I actually felt bad for you. I can't hate you. That's like hating a twig you snapped on a nature trail while you're hiking. You're just pathetic. I wanted to try and give you advice. It'd have been easy. All I'd have to do is put your name in the title. You'd have gotten a Google alert. I wanted to tell you that, like you were trying to say in the stream, if you had any spine to speak of, you would go to each individual person you flagged and apologize to them yourself. You would approach them and apologize, whether they accepted it or not, retracted any existing reports in public view, retracted any false bullshit you spewed out in the past year, because we know you were white knighting for Kilroy, you admitted that much, and take a fucking break from the internet. Enjoy spending time with your family. Get a worthwhile and rewarding job. Enjoy life. But no, that's not the kind of action you wanted to take. Not long after the stream, the flags keep coming.
It happened! Mundane Matt is false flagging videos again! After admitting he false flagged 9 of my fucking videos, only after getting caught, by the way, and giving a phony fake apology no one believed, he false flagged me again! The latest episode of my Mundane Matt parody show, The Soyless Matt Show, was taken down from YouTube.
And I either have to assume it's still you doing it, or maybe somebody took your crazy idea of flagging ops and ran with it. Which, by the way, would be an idea you gave them. And as we could see, things are just peachy keen on the mediocre Martin channel, with regular, albeit highly downvoted uploads and no apology. It's like nothing ever happened. That is, unless you manage to force yourself to hit the play button on a Mundane Matt video about a certain glorious Sky Chat. Watch this and tell me it doesn't reek of self-absorbed, self-insertion, and overwhelming self-pity.
It's a tragic story, because I can totally see myself in this guy. You know, getting to the point where you're just not there, you're just not all the way there, so you do something stupid, and you pay with your life. You know, and the guy admitted too. That's probably the worst part about it, is that moment of realization when you've effectively put yourself into a corner that you can't get out of. Not even metaphorically, but like literally. And it's that moment of realization when you know that you screwed up. And you know. Whoever Rich is, you know, we'll find out as time goes. He was a guy who had problems and made bad decisions. And everyone else out there, every one of us out there, has bad days, does stupid things. And while the cost of the plane is high, and Alaska will clearly have insurance to cover it, I would argue that the cost of the human life here is far greater. And there will be people out there that argue or joke or whatever that say that this guy committing the act he committed was done stupidly and then maybe deserved it. And I disagree with that. I mean, the guy was definitely acted idiotic. Something I can wholly relate to. But at the end, I think he realized his mistake. And at that point, there's probably nothing he could do. Which is why when it comes to these sort of things, and I don't mean to be all preachy here, but when it comes to these sort of things, you want to be able to talk to somebody and to figure things out. And oftentimes with social media and a lot of other aspects of our life, we become more and more isolated. And if we don't have that support group, if we don't have that system in place, or there's something that's off kilter, it can lead you down a path of which you can never return. Sorry.
You know, I wonder what people that are truly living on the edge and trying their best not to give into their suicidal thoughts would think of this video. Something tells me nothing, as they would probably scatter their brains all over the wall with a shotgun after having to sit through such a phony and disgusting charade. You know, I was here thinking that we'd never have any resolution to all of this and Matt would never apologize, but lo and behold, in the middle of making this video, about a week later, Matt decides to release an apology. And it's really apropos that you wrote it out on Tumblr, because just like all the many bizarre identities that people such as Otherkin claim on Tumblr, it's not fucking real. Look at this shit. It reads like a phony form letter. Did a fucking politician write this? It doesn't even mention anyone by name. So my initial advice for you is changed, Matt. Now what I suggest is this. Delete your channel. Find yourself a big boulder and let it roll over you and squash you like the bug that you are. Oh, but before you do that, pay what you owe.